Madden 64, and we're going to continue the sort of league thingy that was going on with the fantasy draft. I don't know for sure how long it goes. I want to say there's only like 2 or 3 more games, but since the first game I did my draft, I did the game where I got my ass kicked. I did win the next 2 games because I found out how to play. I kind of got better at it and adjusted more to the strengths and weaknesses that are inherent in this game as opposed to quarterback club. So yeah, I'm 2-1 there, and this is the quarterfinals, so I'm assuming it's quarterfinals and not finals. Finals, and then I don't know what happens after that, but hey, there's 4 more Madden games to play after this. I'm not feeling super heavily obligated to play the absolute shit out of this one, just so I can play 4 more times, because 4 more times, 3 more quarterback clubs, 4 blitzes, I don't have to lose my mind playing the shit out of this one. I played enough, So they do slightly change the keys to the game, even though I'm playing with the same guys. They usually mention Drew Bledsoe. They usually mention your absolute biggest guys. In my case, it's Drew Bledsoe, Jerry Rice, and Willie McGinnis. Okay. So not as bad wind as originally, but it's snowing now, and there's still going to be some wind. The lowest I've seen the wind actually go in any game was, I think it was like 10, 12 miles an hour. It's still considerable wind. I know I won that coin toss, and I still picked receive. That's no big deal at this point. It's not like I'm actually the Patriots. But here we go. As you can see, I've changed the camera angle. I don't remember how long it took me to change the camera angle. It's still not perfect. The camera angle still does kind of... Because you know how, like... Here's what I'll say. You know how, like, it'll give you like an arrow if the person you're controlling goes off screen? The problem is it doesn't really do that. So like if I do it with when I'm running a pass play on offense or something like that, and there's guys off screen, I think it's kind of discouraging me from throwing to guys I can't see. But the problem comes, well, I can't see fucking anybody, so what I'll say is that it basically, between this and Quarterback Club 98, you've got a fully functioning offensive engine, because I don't want to say functioning, because that might be a little bit too nice. I'm just responding to it well because I can run the fucking ball. And I might not be able to run the ball all that well with somebody else, but I do have Barry Sanders, and as you can tell from the fact that I titled this stream before I even started it, I know how to play this game. Give the ball to Barry Sanders. Because holy fucking shit, look at that. If you have a good running back in this game, you could tell last time, because Emmitt Smith ran all over my ass. Barry Sanders, I got him. Garrison Hurst, when I've used him a couple times, because Barry Sanders, did go down for a little bit in the first game and in another game after that, and I kind of leaned on him a little bit. He's not terrible, but if you have an elite running back in this game, you can just run all over everybody. And I just threw a pass to him. That was only a 2-yarder, but he's also like the first person I look to when I run a pass play, because he's open in the flats because they're not really taking him too seriously. But if he has open space to run, if I have space to run with him, dude, he'll just run right by people. Oh fuck, that was bad. And that's the whole thing. I know what I'm going into when I run a rushing play. But I don't know what I'm going into when I run a pass play, because half the time I'm going to throw the ball up there. I ran into Drew Bledsoe trying to run the ball. That was my mistake. Shit. This is a point in which I'll go for it with a running play even. When you play a game, you're a little bit more, comfortable going for it anyway, because it doesn't really fucking matter that much. But not only did I make it, and got another 10 yards on top of that, but you know, sometimes you do really look at it and go, well, I'm on the 37, and I really don't trust myself to kick a field goal that long, especially in the snow, and I don't know which way the wind's blowing.
That makes it
Legitimately, with the way that I have Barry Sanders and the way I can run with him, I feel pretty comfortable giving him the ball, and I feel way more comfortable than kicking a field goal. That's for damn sure. Even my fullback is actually really good. A couple times so far, I've been faced with like a short yardage situation. I either need, usually it's because I need like 3 yards or less, right? I can do two things. Well, I can do three things. They're all running plays, but I can hand the ball to Barry Sanders. I can hand the ball to Drew Bledsoe and for a quarterback sneak, which I've done a couple times, or I can hand the ball to the fullback. And the fullback, yeah, there we go. Shannon Sharp, all right. My fullback's actually been really good at he pushes through people a lot. He makes people bounce off him even more than Barry Sanders does, or that Emmitt Smith did. I don't know if you watched the last video. Yeah, it's still going 12 miles an hour ish. So I don't know what's up with this. When I play a modern football game, like say anything between like 2004 and now, very rarely does the wind actually come into effect. But I'm just noticing with this game, there has not been a single time I've looked at the wind, and it's been in single digits. I just think that's weird. Yeah, it's getting faster too. But oh well. Oh, and last week I was all upset about last video I was all upset because Morton Anderson kicked it straight through the end zone. Yeah, he had 33 miles an hour of wind at his back, pushing the fucking ball through the back of the end zone. It's bullshit. Defense, you know, it's still kind of a crapshoot. I've gotten a little bit better at tackling, and I have committed pass interference. I think I went into the options menu, and I ticked all the penalties up one notch on their sliders, except for false start, because, you know. But I've actually pulled off a couple times. I've pulled off.
Let's take another look at that.
I don't think I pulled it off myself by hitting the user pick button. But I can count on maybe I'll count on two hands the number of times that I think I actually influenced the play to that extent. There have been a couple interceptions. There's actually been one or two fumble recoveries. Actually, I think there's been like 3 fumbles. Only 2 of them were lost fumbles. But hey, that happens. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens today if they've programmed it to make it more likely to happen if the weather comes into effect. Yeah, get that. Oh, actually, this is the team I think I played. I think I played this team the last game. Because it was round robin. I played 3 other teams, and then that determines the seeding because you notice that there were still 8 teams in the bracket. Nice. It was just a bad throw. So yeah, the way that it happened, I'm actually playing a team that I played immediately the week before. Right now we gotta buckle down. Yeah, fuck you. Oh, they still got a first down though. So they have 1st and goal on the 2. That sucks. Let's actually take this like seriously and try and call goal line plays. I'll bet you. Well, I was gonna say I'll bet you they run the ball the first time, and they definitely pass the ball on either 2nd or 3rd down. But they just went right for it, huh? And yeah, sometimes my defense just really, you know, fucks themselves over. Looks like shit, honestly. It's one of those times.
It's good. Let's take a look at that drive.
They only passed on that drive? Are you serious? What the fuck is up with that play calling? Yeah, I mean, I'm like only successful when I run the ball. My best the previous 3 games, I think Drew Bledsoe has consistently had like a 38% completion rate, which is not very good. And
So it's now
not only that, but a lot of those times, I really salvaged it by throwing a Barry Sanders in the flats a lot. Or throwing my fullback in the flats, like, making... Oh, fuck that.
So it's now 2nd and long.
Yeah. This is one of those times where I really do notice what direction the play's headed in. Because these outside runs it does make a huge difference if you flip it to the side that you get more room to run in, because it's that whole angle thing. It's one of the #1 things that I've noticed calling plays. Outside runs, make sure you give as much space as you possibly can for Barry to run the ball. Get that, get behind him. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. There's 11.
It'll be 1st and
I've been basically my pattern is I fall into get adventurous with your 1st down, and then depending on how that goes, maybe go for a big play on 2nd down too. There's a flag. Fuck you, really? Maybe stay a little bit adventurous on 2nd down. Definitely run the ball with your tried and true outside runs on 3rd down. And I still punt the ball sometimes. I still kick field goals sometimes. But the safest thing, I always feel comfortable. Yeah, there we go. I always feel comfortable giving the ball to Barry Sanders. So, with that situation, with it being 20 yards out, I was like, yeah, I really should probably try and yeah, 1st down. Woo! Brick wall. Really try and get your big yardage play on there. With it being 2nd and 20, that wasn't a good idea.
They saw that one coming.
You know, I build up Barry Sanders so much, and then I've had more plays in this one game, or in this 1st half, that have been like rushes for a loss than I've had in like 2 games. But even if a play just flops right out of the gate, I just do another rushing play next, and we're back in good graces with Barry Sanders and all that shit. But yeah, even up the middle, they're gonna measure this one. It doesn't matter if I didn't get it, because I will give this to my fullback, and even my fullback through Drew Bledsoe and have him get another 6 inches out of it.
He didn't get it.
He didn't get it. All right. Well, actually.
So it's now 4th and short.
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually gonna kick this field goal. The last game I played actually went to overtime. And
The kick is up.
come on, give me this one.
It's
There we
good.
go. The last game I played went to overtime, and of course we're still operating on the old overtime rules where sudden death, 1st scorer wins the game.
Let's take
And so,
another look at
like,
that one.
literally even, like, Pat Summerall and John Madden said, oh, if field goal wins it, all they have to do, you want to get the ball first, blah, 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 blah. I marched down the field on the back of Barry Sanders, as usual. And I kept, like, until it was absolutely certain that I can make a really easy field goal. I did not do it, just because I was like, I will fuck it up. I'll push the ball too far. You know, I'll do something stupid. I did not go for the field goal until I had it like dead center on like a 25-yard field goal. And I made it, luckily. Nice. Getting Snapchats of Power Glove. Get that motherfucker. Power Glove. Cool. I'm not gonna say it. But yeah, we got a Power Glove at the store. Pretty happy. Get it!
Incomplete.
Nice. Nope. Yeah. Um, there's only 9 plays in this 3-4 playbook, but I use that more than anything. Oh, almost picked off. Mark minus. Oh yeah, this is only the 5th time I've done this, not realizing it's 4th down and having to send any random schmuck downfield to field the punt. No biggie. Yeah, I mean, I'm only on the 28, so no big deal. Yeah, I do that a lot. When I'm on defense, everything seems to, like, float around, and I forget where things are. Hey! There we go. Oh, I love it. And I'm going to be very not Barry Sanders and tick down the clock by running my ass all over the field right now. The thing I noticed about, you know, even though he's using Barry Sanders, he's still going to celebrate like everybody else. Nope. Barry Sanders never did that once in his whole life. He's just shouting. Act like you've been there before, Barry. Preaching to the choir here. That was actually, I've definitely scored touchdowns with him before where he literally did a dance. I was expecting him to do that again, but he just kind of, he yelled. That was all. But yeah, he gets a lot more, like, legitimately celebrating. I feel like I was oversold it. No, I'm serious though. Barry Sanders has done a dance.
The kick is up. It's good. Let's take a look at that drive.
1 run for 73 yards. Yeah, I was not really in trouble with that field position. And that was a run up the middle too. It wasn't like I got around everybody. Just one of those, like, parting the Red Sea, get the fuck out of my way. There we go. That was a good one. Almost into the end zone. Nice. Now the collision, like, it's not that the hit detection isn't existent in this game. It's just the effectiveness of collisions that isn't effective. The effectiveness of collisions. Like, they don't really give the proper amount of, like, they don't get wrapped up. There's no animation for that, even though it boasts on the box that there's so many animations, but they really couldn't figure out how to lock that in. That's what it seems to me. So that's also why they don't really, like, it's tough to actually get the tackles that you think that you should be getting, and that's why you get these, you know, pinball physics where instead of being wrapped up, like Emmitt Smith or Barry Sanders can go on a rush and, you know, technically break 3 tackles, but it doesn't even look like they did that. It looks like it just bounced right off. You know, all in all, the physics in this game, like the way that things move, you know, it's not really accurate to call the way that things move, like the way you control it, physics, but just the feel of this is a lot better than Quarterback Club. So, like, round 1 is absolutely given to this game, even though the one thing I'm going to keep pointing out is how opposite oh, fuck, it's 4th down. Idiot. They're running the clock down. I don't really care. My offensive approach is completely opposite what it is in Quarterback Club. Nice animation for him picking up the ball. Not bad. It's still on the 20, so. Oh, it's halftime now. Not even a big deal. Yeah. I only have 36 yards through the air. But you don't really need a whole lot of air yardage when you're still decimating your opponent in fucking total yards because of your run game. And that's exactly what I was saying is I'm hopeless on the pass. Both games are hopeless on the pass. So that right away, the fact that there is something that you can do on offense in this game, gives it the edge. But the fact that the running game the fact that the
10.
running game in quarterback club is that broken, from what you can see, in my other videos on quarterback club 98, definitely gives the edge to this, because I also feel like, say you're playing multiplayer, you're playing against somebody, I can imagine that.
Little ice ought to take care of that one.
I can imagine playing this game against somebody else, and the run game isn't as effective as it is for me right now, because you can actually find a way to stop it. Whereas, you know, the... Fuck. I can imagine still playing against somebody who knows what they're doing on defense in this game, so it's not like it's completely getting run over all the time by the running game.
That makes it first
and I can imagine it still being a competitive game. Whereas quarterback club, I can imagine only ever having competitive games because neither one of you can really get anything going on offense. Like, I say like the physics again, it's not necessarily the right word, but like, you know, I constantly complain about how ridiculous they made it look in quarterback club, where the, you know, you could throw the pass to somebody, and it would be a complete jump ball for it, which is the real thing that happens. But fuck.
They score.
Just a jump ball in the sense that, like, they're gonna go up for it. Either one of them standing there literally could come down with it. More than likely, there's gonna be a pass interference call, because that was all that game did, was call pass interference. And the most likely outcome, I don't even bother taking a field goal block. The most likely outcome of it was that the ball would just pop up in the air and nobody would get it when it came down. That doesn't happen here. So at the very least,
let's take a look at that scoring drive.
Even if it's tough to complete passes because maybe the quarterbacks aren't very accurate, or, you know, things can get really, you know, jumbled up when guys are going for the ball, or just in general the fact that you can have a tough time seeing where you're throwing it, and that's why you try not to throw it that much. It's still a little bit like more legitimate in the sense that if I throw a ball to Jerry Rice and
so it'll be first and 10.
He doesn't catch it, it's either because the throw was bad, which shouldn't happen, but it has a legitimate explanation, or, you know, either the throw was bad, or that there were too many defenders, or that he just doesn't catch it right and it bounces off of him, which happens a lot, honestly, or that fucking happens. It's never going to be a situation where, like, he legitimately should catch it, and that shit, which was the number one thing that pissed me off in quarterback club, is that every single time you threw that ball, you knew that no matter how open somebody was, no matter what the chances seemed like of him catching the ball, it was literally a coin flip as to whether anybody would come down with the ball, or the ball would just pop up in the air and drop to the ground. So that right there, that is probably the number one thing I will point out as to just how this game functions better than quarterback club. Round 1 absolutely goes to Madden. Fucking tackle him right.
Raw talent. That makes it first and 10.
I do give credit to quarterback club for the look of it. I think it's a little bit darker. I think the players, the models look a little bit better. And I know that in 1997, people would have made a big deal about that. This game just comes out just being more fun to play. It's quicker. Sometimes it feels slapstick, honestly, the way that people bounce off each other. And like I said, if I was playing against somebody else, I can only imagine that this game would be more fun in multiplayer, because you wouldn't just constantly be 3-and-outing. I'm not titling this video, "Can I literally get into the fucking end zone and score a touchdown?" How's that? It doesn't matter. I'm fucking losing. I'm losing.
The kick is up.
It's
good.
Like I said, this was the main thing to get at in Madden the first time was this mode. See how it plays and use this mode to get into it. So if this is the last game, this is the last game. I mean, there's plenty of stuff to play right now, and there's plenty more football games. There's plenty more games of the same series. So I'll just lay that out for you right now. That if I make it to the finals, I'll probably do a video for that. But if I don't,
it's 1st and 10.
No biggie. And as we saw on the last drive, that's another reason why we run the football all the time. Always run it. Always run the football. We always give the ball to Mr. Sanders.
Touchdown.
Always. Case in point right there. That's why we do it. That's why I titled this video on the back of Barry Sanders. That's why this is how we play this fucking game. I can't believe how perfect it was. Oh, gee, I fucked up on that last drive because I threw an interception. Let's go back to the game plan. Boom. 73-yard touchdown. Unbelievable. Love this guy. Fucking love this guy. Kick it. Just kick it. Just kick it. Oh my god. Just get... That was why. He wasn't up there. You can't just sim past that shit.
It's good.
Stupid. Stupid. I think that happened last video I made too, was there was a kickoff and nothing happened because the referee, this guy, was fucking waiting to get up the field. You good? Thank you. That was a good kick. That was a good one. Oh, that was a big hit. Wow. Oh, shit. I like it. No. Oh, fuck you. See? Their running back is the best player, too. It's fucking Terrell Davis. It's not like he's making these passes to Terry Glenn. And he's just burning my ass. It's Terrell Davis, time and time again. It's the best player on the team. Is always the running backs. Unbelievable. Good thing I picked Barry Sanders first overall. I'm pretty sure. Well, not first overall, but first round I took a running back, and that was a smart thing to do. Oh!
It must be glued on. You'd think it'd come off with that hit.
You'd think it'd come off. Damn, son. You did get pretty leveled up. Nice.
That play was stuck.
But see, this what I'm saying. This happens. Like, even the unbelievably OP running back is just running all over the team. He can be stopped as you get better and as you play against somebody that you know what they're doing. Ah, he dropped it. He dropped it. See, but it didn't look ridiculous that he dropped it. It didn't pop up 10 feet in the air before it came down. He actually looked like he dropped it. So, yeah. That was what I'm saying. Oh, they're actually going for the field goal here. I don't think they're going to make it. Short. See?
And it's no good.
The kickers in this game, they don't have very strong legs.
1st and 10.
I think there have been several kicks over 50 yards attempted from what I've seen. I don't think a single one of them has been made. Let's switch things up here. Totally different from my previous play calling. Fullback! Fullback! See, he's actually good at that. 4 yards, but it's 4 easy, big, decent chunky yards there. And because I'm in decent position right now, I'm going to throw the ball. Stupid. Bad decision. Shannon! Nice. I like it.
So it'll be 1st and 10.
Shannon Sharp, the Dusty Rhodes of CBS. He says a little bit of like Dusty Rhodes accent too. Fuck you! Fuck you! That's all I have to say. That is all I have to say right there. Is I can't think of a better thing to say than "fuck you" because that was that looked like such a good pass too. Oh, that's bullshit. And see that actually looked decent. That looked like a legitimate jump ball as far as they can make one look like in the N64 era. So at least they showed off the fact that hey, that didn't look like bullshit. I'm just mad about it because that looked really. Oh, that looked like it was gonna be such a good pass. I think there's speaking of Shannon Sharp, I believe there is a Super Nintendo game from. Oh, he should have caught that. He should have picked that off. I was right there and I pressed the button and everything. The Super Nintendo game. I think that Sterling Sharp is a Super Nintendo game, and my only question about that is Sterling Sharp his brother, or are they related some other way? I'm just never sure about that. Because I always hear Shannon Sharp still being brought up, but I knew that Sterling Sharp existed, and I know he has a Super Nintendo game, so he must have been really good too. So I don't know like how that dynamic works, how they're related, if at all, and because I think they played the same position. Were they both tight ends, or at least they both played offensively? I think Sterling Sharp must have been a wide receiver. At least, if not a tight end. But yeah, that's a little thought. Oh fuck you, really? This is some bullshit right here. How many passes has he completed in a row? And they all looked like that. Actually, no, I lied. There was definitely a drop pass in there somewhere. Here's Marvin Harrison. Might have been Marvin Harrison's first year. First or second, maybe. Because I know Peyton Manning wouldn't be in these games. Because that would have been his first year. So I think of Peyton and Marvin like this. So I'm just thinking about it like, would that be Marvin's really, really early time? Like when I go and pick Teddy Bruschi in Quarterback Club 98, and I didn't think to do it here. Or, I wasn't going to spend the time looking for him because I wouldn't know how far down the list he'd be. But, it wasn't like he was a super sought-after guy. I just wanted him on my team because he's Teddy Bruschi. Same idea. I don't know. Obviously, Marvin Harrison made it as the probably number one receiver.
It's good.
Yeah. That was Vinatieri. They have Vinatieri in there. I remember seeing them last time. Yes, Marvin Harrison must have been really good, like, right away. But I don't know if this was his rookie year. I know nothing about people's college careers. That's all. Except Tom Brady. And even that I really don't know. Funny story. I got asked a couple weeks ago. Somebody who was looking at N64 stuff, if they knew if Tom Brady, even because he would have been in his really, really early incarnations when they wouldn't have thought twice about him. If Tom Brady was in any of the N64 football games. And I said if any of them, it was going to be Madden 2002. And I believed, I remembered, that sucks. I believe I had remembered seeing a throwback post from like SportsCenter or something like that about Tom Brady being labeled QB12 in his rookie year, and I think it was in Madden 02. But it might have only been in... I don't think it would have been like a full updated roster printings, but like he would have been on there, but he wouldn't have been on the roster. Like he would have been so deep in the player pool that they didn't do it. But by the time the roster had been like finalized, it would have been fair to put him in. So he wasn't in the N64 one, but he was in some version of it as QB12 with absolute garbage stats and all that. So that was funny. But he's not in anything on the N64. Ah, damn it. The spin move never works. The spin move does not work at all. And I don't really know what there is for I should definitely punt this ball. Yeah, not even gonna fuck around with that. Really hope that I can stop them. And honestly, I'll let this. No, and you know what? I still need to break that tie. I'll let it. I wasn't gonna let it tick down maybe 2 in the morning. I might need that time.
I didn't know a brick wall could run that fast.
I probably will need that
First
time based
and
on the.
10.
He's been absolutely killing me. This team has been killing me in the air. Yeah, interesting. Thinking about Tom Brady.
That brings up second and
So that would have been like a sort of like last hurrah, the last game before the Brady era. Because Madden, not Madden, Game Day 2003 on the PS2 from 989. He's on the cover, so it would have been the year after. So yeah, legitimately the last, and then the game he was in before would have. Oh my fucking god, I hate you. Oh, this is bullshit.
They got it.
The game that Tom Brady was in right before that, he was nobody. He wasn't in there by name.
Let's see
So in that
one
one
again.
year was no name to cover athlete for a competitor. But yeah, that happened. Whatever. This will probably go to overtime, huh?
The kick is up.
And I wouldn't even be in this position. This is bullshit. I wouldn't even be in this position if it wasn't for that penalty, which was only like the third penalty called in this whole game. Isn't that always how it goes? Stupid penalties. I'll be ready to look something up by the end of this video. Hope I can get a good return out of this, because I've had a couple good ones. And this is not going to be one. Could have been worse, but
That makes it first and
not
10.
really. No, yeah. Come on, let's do this. Let's do this, Barry. You know it. You know you have it in you. Damn it! 4 yards. I'm gonna call a timeout. There's a button to press to call a timeout, but I don't know what button it is.
If you haven't used up your timeouts, you can use them now to control the clock.
Thanks. Thanks, John. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, fuck this. I will fucking... I'm not letting anybody but Barry Sanders touch this ball
Take 'em a few minutes to
if I need a
remember
first
Smith.
down.
Timeout. Offense.
Needs to happen. No. Hi. Give me a lead blocker. Get it! Get it! Yes! Yes! There we go! Run down the clock. Let's send this to overtime because I do not trust my defense. Not at all.
They're in for
Alright, 40 seconds.
Playing with the big boys now.
40 seconds going to be left on the clock. He would never say that. He'd never say that.
Here's the instant replay.
Yes. This looks so bad, too. That looked like I was just barely going to get the first. And then that's just one of those weird physics. The hit, like the collision physics in this game are complete garbage. I'll fully admit that. 3 touchdowns. Oh, he is magic. And you know what? I almost want to go for the 2. Just because I believe so strongly that I could get it, but I won't do that.
The kick is up. It's good.
I legitimately believe that I could get that 2 if I gave it to either my fullback or to Barry Sanders, but I wouldn't try. I wouldn't do it with the game literally on the line right here. It wouldn't happen. But I wish I had thought to do it earlier. Because I wouldn't be in this situation. Now. Can we fucking pull this off and stop them to send this to overtime, or
It'll be
Or-
first and 10.
to give me. Oh, you know what? How much do they really think they can get down the field in 33 seconds? That's the question. That's why I gotta play both kinds of offense here. But I think they're gonna try and do it, huh?
Flag down.
Oh, what? Really? Was that me, the guy I was controlling? I can't actually tell. But that's bullshit right there, man. Oh, that's bullshit. Yeah, I'm not even gonna touch that until get it.
Incomplete.
Oh, there's 4 of you there. There's 4 of you. You just watched it drop to the ground. God damn it. Oh, come on, Strahan. Don't tell me he got out of bounds.
Timeout.
Oh, they called timeouts. They had all 3. If they haven't used their timeouts, they can use it right now to control the clock. In case they didn't know that. Oh, fuck you. They're gonna win. They're gonna get a fucking field goal
Let's
and
see
win.
that one again.
Timeout.
So it'll be first and 10. The kick is up. It's
You
good.
fucking bastards.
Let's take a look at that scoring drive.
Well, I got one chance at this, and I'm going to take this out of bounds as soon as possible. I'm going to take this directly out of bounds. Not even going to try and return it. Oh, he didn't get into the end zone. Shit. No, fuck. Oh, that sucks. Wasn't meant to be. Just wasn't meant to be. Ah. Well, that's all. Let's see who wins then. Because you know how it goes when you get beat in the playoffs. You want to be the guys that beat you. So player team 8. Nope. Not at all. Wow. Underdogs. And yep, that's it. All right. That's all. Let me look up real quick what the next game is. That was a decent time. Decent football game. Much better than the other one from that year. So we've established year by year, Madden is winning right now. And okay, so I thought it was a different game. I wasn't making sure. Next game up on the docket is San Francisco Rush. That'll be the first one, of course. There's actually quite a few racing games coming right up. It's like 3 in a row, I think. But the best one is in there, so that's not so bad. Oh, and I don't have to do 3 in a row. I do 2 in a row, and then I get to mix that up. So yeah, San Francisco Rush. Catch me next time on that. This has been fun. Cool. See y'all later. Thank God for Barry Sanders. He was magic.